As a companion piece to my Feature Flags book, I've created a small Feature Flags playground. It's one thing to read about feature flags in a book, it's another thing to start editing settings and seeing how changes you make affect the variant allocation within demo data. To access the playground, all you need to do is enter your email address. I don't actually do anything with this email address other than generate some demo users. So let's log in. Before we poke around in the UI, I want to point out that at the bottom left there is video commentary. I've made individual videos for all of the important UIs within the playground, so if you get to a page and you're not sure what it is or how it should be used, click the video commentary link. It'll take you to a page with a video specifically tailored for the UI you just came from. Watch the video and then you can immediately return to the previous page. At the top here, I have a feature development walkthrough. If you're completely unfamiliar with feature flags, this is a great place to start because I think it really illustrates how feature flags can be pulled into the product development lifecycle. But if you just want to start clicking around, you can do that. Down here, you'll see that feature flags have been allocated for you, and there are two environments in which feature flags can be targeted, the development environment and the production environment. Feature flag targeting is done against a set of demo users, and if we jump into the user section, you can see at the top here that I have 6 users based on the email address you used to authenticate. I authenticated with ben@bennadel.com, and these are the demo users for my dev team. But there are 100 other users across various roles, subdomains, and flags that can be used in my experimentation. Jumping back into the feature flags list, we can now jump into one of the feature flag settings. This brings us to the targeting page, which is split up into 2 panes. On the left here, we have our feature flag configuration, and on the right here, we have those 106 users in the development and the production environment. The color coding indicates which variant is being served to which users. And you'll notice that as I scroll over portions of the UI, we actually get some automatic scrolling on the left. I'm attempting to create a correlation between the variant that this user is receiving and what portion of the configuration is causing that variant to be served. Here you can see that those users are getting that variant because of the default resolution, and these users over on the right are getting that variant because of this rule, and these users are getting that variant because of this rule. If you go back to the feature flags list, we have some options here to remove all rules, and that will essentially disable all rules and remove all of the configuration settings, bringing you to a clean slate, at which point you can go in and start adding your own rules, messing with the default resolution. You can also come back here into the feature flags, add your own feature flag. Let's call this Ben Test. That'll bring you immediately into the targeting page for that feature flag, Ben Test, at which point, again, you can start to adjust your configuration. At any point, you can come back into the feature flags list and reset your settings. This essentially deletes all of your demo data and then recreates it so that it looks just like it looked when you logged in for the first time. If at any point you have a question about any of this, there's an Ask a Question section. You can connect with me on my blog or on LinkedIn, and I have individual blog posts for the individual chapters in the book. So if you have a specific question about a chapter, feel free to click into one of these chapter callouts and ask a question there. But in the end, all I want you to do is have fun. I want you to start thinking about feature flags and start getting a sense of how they can be pulled into your product development lifecycle. Feature flags are truly one of the most amazing things that I've learned about in my career. And I think that once you see how they can be used, your product development mindset is going to be changed forever.